Hi guys, a big welcome to you. It's Scotsman in Bulgaria here. It's summertime, it's roasty toasty, it's about 40 degrees today, so it's a hot one. But in our previous videos you might have seen I've done an autumn garden tour and a spring garden tour. Today we're doing a summer garden tour, just a wee kind of recap of what's been happening, what's been growing in the garden, and yeah, see what's happening. Hope you enjoy the video. Right guys, we're starting by our sink and walking into the garden. That's our sweet cherry tree. Unfortunately, this guy didn't really give us a lot of fruit this year, which is a shame. But hopefully there's always next year. And we'll just walk down. And we'll just see if we have an egg from our duck. Nope. And you can see we have a lone duck now, as unfortunately we lost the other two. But we're actually looking to get some more duckies. So this one's got a wee friend. But as it's very warm, we've installed this canopy, and that gives the birds lots of shade. Hey girls. Hello. And you'll see they're panting. Hey Hamish. Yeah, these guys are feeling the heat. And here we've got our little fig tree. And as you can probably, I'll move this here. You'll be able to see there's some nice little figs forming, which is really cool. So I'm looking forward to getting some fruit from this guy and making some nice jam. But yep, the chickens are doing well. And they're still laying. We can maybe actually go in and just see if we have any eggs. Now what you see here, these are fake eggs, these are rubber eggs, and that basically encourages the birds to lay. So we put one in each box. So they haven't laid today. I think it's just because it's so hot. We've opened up the kind of back door a wee bit just to let some air circulate. But we'll just go around and we'll see the bunnies. Right, we're by where the bunnies are. Hey guys. So they'll be feeling the heat in here. Hello. Hey, how you doing? Though these two girls did have babies, but as they're first time mums, they basically didn't know what they were doing, and we lost all the babies. So we've partitioned the the cage, so the boy can't get to the girls until we organise a proper nursery cage. That's what the plan is. Eh? And they've got plenty of water, and they've got plenty of food, and they've got lots of air. I'll just see what our boy Milka's doing. Hey? Hey, mister? So as you can see, when they poop, all the poop falls down underneath the cage, and then once a week we just pull the cage out and we scrape all that up, and it goes onto the compost, and that will help for next year's soil. Hey. Right, we'll see you later, guys. This is our first batch of fresh wood, which is we're going to leave here to season, and this will be used for the following year. And the wood that was here before, that's been moved over to the wood store that's over on the other side, which we'll show you soon. And I'll just show you that we have, this is a carnelian cherry bush, and these guys, you can use the fruit for jellies, jams and pies, and they're quite tart. And when these are like still very, very hard, and these guys will basically fall to the ground, and then you pick them up and then they're ripe, and that'll be probably in September time. And this is the first time this has really produced lots of fruit, which we're quite happy about, so that's cool. And we've got our grapevine, one of our grapevines here. So there's grapes developing here. These are basically a mixture of black and white grapes. And then earlier in the season we had strawberries from these guys, which I'm sure we put a photo up on Facebook. But these are like a kind of, they are a one-time fruiting, so they're basically done for the year. Right guys, here we have our zucchinis. And there's some small ones growing here at the moment. But these guys produce huge leaves. Previous years we've had smaller leaves, but these are enormous. And here is it's a member of the courgette family, but it's also known as a squash. And these are petit pans. So these guys basically form like a disc, and these are nice when they get a bit bigger, and you cut them in half and you can cook them under the grill with garlic, butter, mushrooms, and they're yummy. And we've also got some more here as well growing, and we have some other different type of courgette plant here, which is producing these weird yellow ones, but that's alright. And here we've got a squash plant which we put in, and it's looking a bit, the leaves are looking funny because it's the heat. They tend to shrivel when it's so warm, but as soon as the sun dips down, they perk up again. So it's they just do that because of the intense heat. So here we have French beans. I need to harvest some of these. These are basically finished now. They've stopped flowering, these guys. And here we've got some runner beans. And here we've got more runner beans, which is cool. Let me see. Here we go. This is your perfect size, really. These are nice to chop them up in little sections, boil them up in water, and you can have them with your roast beef or roast chicken or whatever, or just nice as a veg. We tend to pick them all and blanch them off and freeze them, and then they're good for eating even in the winter time. As you get some of the odd shaped ones. There's some more here, and there's still loads of flowers coming, which is good. As long as they've got plenty of water and sun, they're fine. Hiding here is we've got a lime plant and a lemon plant, which we thought had died because we'd stupidly left them in the greenhouse over winter time. They were covered in a cloche, but they got frostbitten and they died right back. But luckily they must be pretty hardy plants because they've bounced back and they're looking really good. So I think this year we'll keep them in the house over the winter time, and then maybe next year we might get some fruit, which we hope. So we tour of the greenhouse. So here we have sorrel and some kale. We got some baby aubergine plants growing here. And we got tomatoes. Now these guys are enormous. These are your typical Bulgarian salad tomatoes. Now see that compared to the size of my hand. These are huge. Now these guys are really great for salads. It's a traditional to chop them up for like a shopska salad, for instance, that Bulgarians love. And they're very juicy as well. Very, very juicy, full of goodness. We've got these guys here. And I'll just walk along here. And here's all our cherry tomatoes, which are ripening them up perfectly. Yeah, these are going to be soon to be picked. And we've even got some yellow ones here, which are very tasty. Last year we had the oval shaped type, but this year we have got the round yellow ones, which are nice. Behind the tomatoes we're growing some carrots, just a kind of experiment. I think they've overgrown themselves slightly. We've had to take out some weeds in the back and pull them out, but they're quite small. So we're just going to see what happens with them. And the front here we've just got some onions. And again we've got some more of these huge tomatoes. And you know these guys are almost ready to be picked and nice and squishy. This one here is definitely, because they're quite soft. And here we have our cucumbers. And if I can find one, here we go. This cucumber type is that makes a kind of gherkins. So these will this one here will let grow a wee bit more. But this one here is probably perfect, so we'll maybe look for this sort of size, take them off, and these will boil up and we'll pickle. So this one is slightly too big, so when it starts to get pale at the bottom there, you don't want that. The problem with these cucumbers, they grow so fast. You pick them and then you go within 2 days and they're like huge. And you're like, what? Yep, they're like that. They're just huge. Here's some more here. And this side, we have your proper size cucumbers that you see in the shops. Now there you go, there's a proper cucumber for you. That would be really nice to cut up for a salad. And I'm going to see if I can find any more. Is there any more here? As you can see, there's lots of flowers. Tons of flowers. Oh, there's another one here. You can just see where my finger is. There's one hiding. So you got to kind of move leaves around, but there's plenty developing, which is good. Ah, there's even one on the ground here. It's even got some celery growing here, and this is just like a flower plant. So that's the greenhouse at the moment. But as you can see, it's pretty... There you go, that's hit 41. So it's pretty hot. Then we're going to investigate the rest of the garden. Now this is our aronia bush, which produces these little black berries. And these berries are still quite hard. But it's a well-known fact that these are high in vitamins and they're very good for your health. So a lot of people tend to make like a drink from this. Like a syrup, which you take maybe once a week or so, and because it's high in vitamins and get lots of calories, so it's really good for you. So hopefully these guys will be ready in maybe September time or something. And that's some of our other strawberries that we have are growing. There's even one down here which is starting to develop, which is cool. And it's these guys are the black grapes. You'll find because we've basically had a month now without any rain, so you'll find that with the grapevines, if you don't keep them watered, they sacrifice the grapes to keep the plant alive, and also some of the leaves tend to die off as well because they're trying to get nutrients to the grapes.